Kane Hames gets another chance to convert the non-believers. Kane Hames gets another chance to convert the non-believers. All Blacks prop Kane Hames has made a bit of a name for himself. Kane Hames made a bit of a name for himself. And maybe a rod for his own back at the same time. In calling out stuff, sports writer Mark Hinton, who had described him as a prop not renowned for his scrummaging, ahead of New Zealand's Rugby Championship clash with South Africa at Albany, the loose head prop amused a few people. People who might not have been so interested with his scrummaging prowess prior to that. So when the All Blacks scrum had a couple of wobbly moments at Albany, some folk were quick to cite Hames as the culprit. Wrongly so, says All Blacks head coach Steve Hansen. Wyatt Crockett on the charge against South Africa. Hamsy's a guy who has a lot of self-belief. Has come from a background of having to work really hard to get every opportunity he has been given, Hansen said after naming Hames to start at loosehead against Argentina on Sunday morning, NZT. What do we want to see? Well, we want to see him do his core jobs well, which is scrummaging, lifting in the line out, getting around the park and doing his breakdown work, and then, if he gets the opportunity to carry, do that well. Is learning his craft as well at this level, and it's a big step up from Super Rugby. I think there was a couple of times in the South Africa game where our scrum didn't go well, and I think people have focused on the fact that it was him, but I'd dispute that. I think scrummaging is about 8 people doing their job, and there was a couple of times we didn't do that very well. So he'll look to drive that side of his game to another level to keep all you non-believers happy, I guess. But the big thing we want him to do is just to keep growing himself. With Joe Moody and Owen Franks injured, and Charlie Faumuina now in France, Wyatt Crockett has become the All Blacks' one propping constant. Given Crockett's ability and experience, there must a big temptation to have him start these games. Hansen, though, continues to prefer the 65-test veteran in the supporting role he has played for Tony Woodcock and now Moody. We think having a bit of experience in the back end of the game's important, and Crocky is our best loose head, it suggests, with Moody out, but sometimes you've just got to do what's right for the team, said Hansen.